Tattness TV may contain coarse language and mature themes that may not be suitable for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
You never see it coming when the sniper hit. That's my kind of dish, like infinite living with a ninja strength and confidence. The sun saw me dial it in, showed y'all what time it is. Shining only common sense. Daytime is over with, nightfall. Any minute X on my list, I black and night crawl. Here and there you see me, after that, a nightfall. On his own sword, you better come in accord with I'm striking with you flat. See, I don't sense the like of it. Anything can happen when you live. Engineered to thrive, survivors in 9 to 5. 5 out of 9, you out of a job though. You think I'm pie made now? See me at 5-0.
Tattness TV starts now.
So what is up, brother? Oh my God. So welcome to Tattness TV with all its technical difficulties. Once again, of course, I'm your boy Tattness, and joining me is my co-host, Tom. It was like that when I got here, Bruno.
That is definitely something that I've said on a pretty regular basis. I was like I didn't do that. And like, your name's right there. I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. There's lots of Toms. It's almost like the most popular name.
I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but your name's going to change every bloody show.
Good. I like that. Can't wait. I want to be, I've just drawn off the top of my head. I can't wait till I'm Keith. Keith's awesome. What a name. Take that name and run with it. Like, Keith, what up?
Yeah. So, dude, I've had so many difficulties with this shit. It's driving me nuts. Technical issues, IT, everything. I don't like the way things look right now. I'm pissed. It is what it is. We're gonna get the damn thing done anyway. But
perseverance, man. It's something
you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I do have a surprise for people.
Surprises? What's your surprise?
Well, I have reached out all the way to Philly to get somebody on. As people may remember, I was a guest on WISP radio, and one of the hosts I managed to miss so well, actually all of them, but one in particular from Philly. I'm an Eagles fan, bro. I am. And so anyone that doesn't know that, it is what it is. But I am. And so I thought, why not bring one of those hosts on the show? Because you know what? The show where you were not feeling well, that dude checked out the show while on his show. Imagine being live on air. Like, I don't care. I'm checking out what's going on over there. That's gangster, bro.
That's super gangster. I can barely brush my teeth and breathe at the same time, let alone watch a show while doing a show. That's crazy. You must be a superhero among men, in my opinion.
I thought it was pretty dope. I was like, wow, that's commitment. That's love. What's going on, brother? So I figured we'll bring him on and see what the hell he's up. He sacrificed doing his show tonight to be here. So I respect the hell out of that. I appreciate the hell out of that. Sorry for the technical issues, cameras and everything just being up to it. It is what it is. But we do what we do. So here is my boy, Big Gene from WYSP Radio, all the way in Philly. And everyone knows, like I said, when I go to Philly and I do appearances or autograph signings or whatever, everyone's been nothing but love fucking showing to me. Everyone's been nothing but good to me. So it's only fitting I bring dude on. Let's bring him on. What's going on, brother?
What is good, my people?
You know, not much with this. God, I am so sick of technology.
Oh, come on, man. You gotta love that shit, man. You gotta love it.
You know, I wish I could. But I'm a perfectionist, and when it's for TV, you can't have this shit. You just can't.
I mean, even some of the greatest shows in the world, man, have to have difficulties. You can't like predict it. You can't like you can plan as much as you want, but like once you get face to face with the enemy, i.e. the show, I guess in this instance, it's gonna kick you right in the nuts. Happens to the best of us.
Michelle is laughing at my misfortunes, as always, as everyone does. That's fine. It's cool. So
that sometimes makes the best shows, dude. Right? It's all messed up at the beginning. It all smooths out in the end. And that's the colonel here. I am known to shut stuff down. So this is officially the last episode. Right here. It was great.
I gotta wonder if there's an echo on Tom's part, or if he's too quiet this time than last time.
Maybe an echo tonight on my part. I don't know. Let me figure out my settings here somewhere.
You know, I start to wonder.
That
I start to wonder. Last time people were like, "Tom's too quiet," and then they could hear him, and it was like, "Oh, it's an echo," and blah blah blah. Was there an echo, or did they just regret the decision immediately when they actually could hear Tom? That
I mean, little column A, little column B. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, neither here nor there, I guess. I don't know. Let's not focus on my shitty equipment. Let's focus on your guys' amazing equipment. Look how great your guys' equipment is. My God, that equipment. Like two big, beautiful penises just right in your face. I got this big Yeti thing, which apparently means I like cryptic cock. I don't know. Maybe, sort of. So you're from Philadelphia, huh?
Well, technically right now I'm a little bit outside of Boston.
Okay, all right.
Up in Massachusetts, right?
can't escape the accent though.
Well,
I like the poor man Bill Bird.
I mean, I'm a massive fan of Philly. All my family is from South Jersey, right across the Walt Whitman Bridge, right there in like Woodbury and West Deptford, right there. So like, I've been to Philly once or twice my entire life. You know, like pretty familiar with the place. I've always dug it, but I was always, you know, a really heavy dude. So the idea of copious amounts of carbohydrates and, you know, a fucking good Philly cheesesteak with some good pizza, my God, it's just.
Yeah. One of the other owners, Tom. He's directly from Philly, lives in Florida now. Our other host, Tasty Jake, he's out in Philly doing his thing. So technically based all over the world, but at heart, WYSP started out in Philly as a FM radio station. They went under, and we took over, like we always do.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Blazing it since.
So you're outside of Boston right now?
Right now. Right now,
A.
I'm probably about like an hour outside of Boston, a small little city called Gardner. We call it G Vegas because it's always popping out here. Always something to do.
Nice.
I got some news that I need to address before I forget, because I kind of promised people I would. And you know me, man. Once I get on some shit, I'm not thinking about that shit no more. So, some people may have heard about it. I don't know. But I figured we'd address it. So, there's this.
Oh,
anyone that doesn't know yet, I have taken on representation from TriStar Appearances. So their clientele is pretty rad. Tom and I talked about this in the past. The whole Nickelodeon thing and being a fan, and I love the Invader Zim is like one of my favorite fucking things to ever come out of Nickelodeon. And to be represented by the same people that represent the voice actor for Gurr is pretty rad. So basically, anybody that, if there's any kind of Comic-Con or HorrorCon or whatever that you guys, the viewers, you fans that have always asked me if I'm going to be at this and that, and if there's one in particular you want me to be at in your area, mention it to them, whoever's running it, and contact TriStar Appearances, and they will put the work in and say we can make it happen. Another client of theirs is Jonathan Frakes, and I loved Fact or Fiction. That show is super dope.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff, man. I'm a big fan of that show. So that was cool to find out that we're represented like by the same people. We're represented. One of my friends, August Kiss, another actress, super rad. She's in the Hall of Fame now. And yeah, dude, so many people are represented by them. So every time I find out someone new, I'm like, oh shit. Super cool.
Very nice. That's awesome, buddy. And if anybody wants to know who's representing me, it's Big Dave. He's my pimp. He lives like 3 houses down. You can still see me on the corner. 3 houses down. I mean, you got to stay local, dude. Don't be weird about it.
You have to keep it local, man. Usually, when you start going, especially when you go out of your neighborhood, right? Then you got to start paying tax on that neighborhood. It gets all bad in the end, right? It's the whole thing.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's important to keep the money in the community. You know, it's good.
Yeah, of course.
If I had $1 for every time I seen Tom get smacked around,
it's sad. Mostly by Keith. He's like, "What do you mean you're dehydrated?" I'm like, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I do things. I got these cheeseburgers, man."
I got these cheeseburgers.
Oh my god, that was in a movie.
It honestly meant nothing to me. It just annoyed me, so I slapped him around a little bit.
I mean, I don't blame you. I would have done it too. My wife's like, "How?"
Man.
Yeah, it's usually his wife.
Yeah. She is the patronus for Keith. He'll be like, "All right, so now, Sean, I need you to cock back and just whack really, really hard." And I'm like, "Is he directing you? Like, are you getting money for this, or is this just a pleasure thing?" She's like, "Who knows?" Back. And then
I think it's a mix of both. At that point, probably mix of both.
More than likely, I think it's something to do with the Jaws shirt. She's like, "Listen, how many times are you gonna wear that?" I'm like, "As many times as I can." Nova Scotia tomorrow.
Oh man.
Yeah, apparently I'm supposed to just make them have a convention that I'll be.
Yeah, I know, right? You're supposed to come up and be like, "Yo, let's do a convention." Like,
yeah,
sounds good.
You guys don't have a con going on right now, but you better start one. Damn it!
Right?
I mean, is that for like
something out there?
Is it like the whole Providence? She's like, no, just the whole Providence of Nova Scotia is gonna have you. We're just gonna have one big Comic-Con. We're gonna shut down everything, infrastructure, everything. It's just gonna be Comic-Con.
Just Comic-Con.
I lived there for a little bit, so now I get to dictate what they do.
Ooh, I'm pretty sure that's how Mussolini got in power. So good for you. You're really stepping up, buddy. First new representation. Like that, eh? Now you're like owner of Nova Scotia.
Perfect. I agree with that.
It's Nova Scotia. I had to fight like 4 people for that spot.
I had like 2 cows. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Kicked the shit out of them, though.
The cows were the challenge, not the people.
I can't imagine it being too hard.
I beat the spots off them cows.
That actually brings up a really good thing. Okay, so not that we would ever say to do such a thing. What is one animal that you feel like you could take in a fight? And I'm not saying like a squirrel. I'm saying like one animal, like out of something that could actually physically take you on too. Like it's gonna give you a fight. Well, we'll start with you, brother, down below. And do you want me? What do you want me to refer to as? Just so I can make sure I don't say like.
Oh man, you can call me Gene, Gino, hey you down there. Point.
I was gonna call you Colonel because I was like, that's dope as shit.
Whatever you want to call me.
Gino, if there was one predatory animal you could fight and you have a good feeling like I could fight this fucker, who would it be? What would it be?
Oh man, I'd probably say a goat.
Ooh, good one. Goats are tough. They have a whole poem about how they fight trolls. Like, so that's already like a big like step up in their game. Got horns. They're always bucking around and shit, and they're tough, dude. I've seen them take.
I've been around some goats and accidentally like bent over to pick something up, and they don't like that at all. They take very much offense to that.
Fucking bad.
Bad. Dude, I've seen scars plenty of times from them, dude. They're not nice about them.
Keith, what animal do you think you could take down if you had to go hand to hand with it?
My ex.
Ah, yes. The most fearsome.
I was going to say that, but she's probably listening, and then she's going to come visit the kids at some point, and I just don't want to deal with it.
Oh, I ain't got no kids with that psychopath. Thank Christ. God damn.
Wow, that is the most real answer I've heard all night. If I could take one animal in a fight, I would like to take a platypus. I mean, they got like a toxic like barb in the back. Oh yeah, absolutely. My cat takes me all the time. Don't even kid yourself. I am such a sissy. It's unreal. I've been in 2 fights my entire life. Won them both. I'm just saying. What's up? I'm 2-0, Keith. You see, some people can't be like 36-0. Some people have to be 2-0. We all gotta start somewhere, brother.
You gotta start small.
Dude, super small. I mean, like super small. And in fact, I did the most, like, even though I'm an American, I'm a New Yorker, what up? I did the most Canadian thing, Keith. You'd be very proud. I fought this kid off the bus because I was, prompted. You know how kids go. They're like, fight him, Tom. It's a good idea. He's bad talking to you. And you're like, what? So I get outside of the bus, and I can't believe my bus driver didn't say anything. He just kind of sat there and watched for a few seconds. And when nobody did something, he's like, fight him, pussy. And I'm like, oh, yeah, bat. And I did it once. He fell, and I was like, "Oh my God, you okay?" And I picked him up, and I'm like, "Let me brush you off and everything."
And you got
exactly.
Forever. You went on like
oh no,
crazy adventures like the Goonies.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was Sloth, and he was my other guy. He was my little Asian guy. It was awesome. I was like you are gonna make a great short round, some guy, my good sir. You're gonna help Indiana Jones out of some jams. You're gonna cock block him at every single turn. That is, by the way, I know we're on a totally different topic, but let's bring that up for a quick second. Short round cock blocked Indiana Jones every single second. I don't know if everybody is familiar with the movies Indiana Jones. I think we all are. Thank you. And Keith looks like a guy that would have fought somebody in the ring, whooped the shit out of them, and then help mop up their blood afterwards. Be like, oh, sorry, we don't want to stay up the ring, right? And he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. He definitely has that vibe. He has that look to him.
Yeah, he does. Like, sincere, noble, and he's gonna kill you. These are the things you want. I'm pretty sure it's the founding father look. That's how they all the British felt when they were looking at them. They're like, ooh, you rascal, you.
It very well could be, man. I mean, that's some good, solid, valid points.
Thank you. I'm gonna write a book.
Maybe.
Put all together.
Maybe. Maybe, to your point, since we discussed Tom getting smacked around by his wife a whole hell of a lot, I did something very Canadian, and I think I have solved that issue.
Ooh.
See, for those that don't know, Tom's got a pretty lovely home. He's got a nice size house. Probably takes a lot to clean. So I've taken upon myself to replace Tom's mouthwash with Windex, so he'll leave a streak-free shine the next time he licks the windows. And that takes a load off his wife. So I mean, just do my part.
That was very, very Canadian of you. I don't even know what more to say. It's nothing else that can be said. That was the coolest shit anyone could ever do for someone else.
Bro, I mean, I'm not even mad that you broke into my house and exchanged my mouthwash. And I thought it tasted better, by the way. I thought Crest really upped their game for a hot second. I was like, man, just no streaks in my teeth. It's just, this is beautiful.
I know, right? Perfect.
It was perfect, dude. Look at this teeth. I mean, come on. Windex, baby.
Not only was it cleaning your mouth, but it was also cleaning the sink at the same time. Bro, and your windows. You were licking them. It was like a 3-for-1. You can't go wrong.
Well, after all the paint chips I eat, I mean, I really got to clean that mouth really good, dude. I mean, I got, I take a really nice picnic out by the live wires under there, and I eat some paint chips. They're delicious. And then I take some Windex and give them a little brushy.
Yeah, dude. There you go.
I gotta say, dude, you have a fantastic beard, by the way. I see, because you and me both, when we're listening to Keith do his thing, we're both sitting there stroking a beard. I'm like, this isn't weird or anything. We're just gonna keep doing this for the whole show.
Dude, I put so much chemicals in the shit in this, dude. It's like silky soft.
Bro, I'm just grateful that beard is what y'all are stroking while I'm doing my thing. That's.
I mean, I got 2 hands, buddy. I can do whatever I want. Didn't you remember there's no pants required for this episode? I'm pretty sure your friend is the one that recommended that. So
this happened on the last fucking show. I mean, I told you to wear pants, damn it.
Once again, you're not my dad.
I do remember hearing that in the last show. I clearly remember him telling you.
Yeah, but then my wife beat the shit out of me, so now I can't hear out of my left ear. So that whole time you were saying, wear pants, Tom, stop being indecent, Pastor Bong comes on after us, and you really can't like disrespect the gentleman. I'm like, I don't know where my bong is, Keith, but let me put on some pants and maybe I can hear you properly. Jesus Christ.
Pastor Bong. I didn't even know about this gentleman. But his name, he's immediately my hero. Shout out to Pastor Bong, whoever the hell that is. What up, bro? Thanks for coming on after us.
He's the gentleman that runs the show.
Gotta get him on.
Bro, I know, right? Thank you. That's exactly what I thought, too. I was like, but the problem is, like, you don't want to disrespect people, and the reason that me and Keith want him on is because his name's Pastor Bong. And we're like, that's a great name. What a fantastic name you have, Pastor Bong. And I'm sure the first 30 seconds he'd be like, what did I step into? I'm like a highly respected member of like the religious community, and you two knuckleheads. Clearly one guy's been fought too many times and the other guy doesn't have pants on. I don't know what to say to these gentlemen. Yeah, he might have a lot to say to me,
he'll
actually.
figure it out. With a name like Pastor Bong, I mean, he'll figure it out, bro.
All right, you degenerates. I'm going to get to the second piece of news before I forget, because I've taken too many hits off old Pastor Bong. So this was a year ago. I was invited. A year ago, I was invited for this, and I've decided it's happening. So, yeah, a year ago,
Cameo.
I was contacted by Cameo, invited to join. So I was like, you know what? I never got around to it, but I was cool with it. I was like, all right. So what that means for the viewers, for the fans, is at any point, you can pay a fee and get a personal video message from me for yourself, for your friends, for their birthday, for whatever, anniversary, for yourself, your friend, your kidnappers. If you want me to negotiate your release, I will negotiate your ransom. But just know that the fee does change. I do want a cut of the paid ransom because you're making me,
It's only fair.
I don't negotiate with terrorists, and you're making me kind of go against my fucking moral compass a little bit, against my principles. I think the fee should increase a little bit if I'm going to do that. I think it's only fair. I think it's reasonable. So if you want me to scratch that, y'all, if I get kidnapped, I will negotiate.
It was probably Michelle.
Pay my ransom. But either way, yeah, dude, I'll be doing that in the coming weeks. So, you know, if you're hard up enough that
I'm hard up enough,
you know, want to pay for a video message from me, send me a quick message as to what you want me to say, what your favorite flavor of crayon is, and we'll get it done.
I think what everyone out there should do is break up with their significant other right now, get on Cameo, and have my guy right here break you guys up.
Ooh,
that's what I think
like
should happen.
That's barbaric.
Now's the time to do it. There's
I mean,
a holiday coming up. You know, like now's the time to do it, right? You already got past here. You got past all the other bullshit. Now's the time to do it.
That makes sense. That's good marketing. That's cheaper. You could pay a nominal fee for me to do the dirty work and then save a ton on the gift. You didn't like the person anyway,
right?
I agree.
You know, you're onto something here.
I'm telling you, know how much money that would save people? You don't gotta buy a gift, right, or flowers or anything else for the rest of the year. You already passed all that. Give my guy right here, give the Tattness some hard-earned dollars that you're making, your hundreds and thousands of dollars, toss it his way, because you know you don't want to spend it over here. You want to spend it over here, right? And then he'll do all the dirty work, man. He'll call her up. As a matter of fact, he'll call her up live on air.
Oh my God, that's a good business model. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be kind of brilliant and so savage and so fucked up, and I love it all. Oh my God.
I can't.
I mean, I'll do it for free. But I mean, don't be surprised if I post it everywhere.
Here's where it differs. It's a brilliant business model in the U.S. in Canada, when some crazy chick shanks me in public, I have free healthcare. I can't raise money for, you know.
I know, right, man? That's the hard part right now. And plus, let's be real, dude. Those Canadian chicks, yo, you don't play with them. They have I was originally born in Canada, so I'm from Canada. I live in the U.S., but I was born in Canada, my guy. So I know all about the Canadian chicks, dude. They got a whole different thought process going on upstairs.
Look at the comment. I mean, I may have a manager in this ordeal.
I'm telling you, it'd be the perfect model.
I may have a manager for this business.
Holidays. There's nothing special coming up. Just get it done and over with now, before anything else happens, and save yourself a boatload of money. You know, you guys are looking at someone. I can see it right now. People are watching the show and they're looking over at their boyfriend or girlfriend right now. They're thinking, God damn it, dude, that's a good fucking idea. And you know,
Hey, honey.
inside their head, they're like, let's fucking do this.
Hey, honey, I got you a very special Valentine's message from Keith Tattness. McCleary. I'm gonna play this right here. I'm gonna go with some Chinese food really quick.
Right?
So
I got Chinese food. I'm gonna go pick it up here. You watch this video. I'll be back.
I love you. Is all your stuff gone? No. It's all there. Just can't. Just watch the video.
I have my own country
guy.
today.
Like,
More
ultimately,
everything this whole week.
every time I'm the bad guy.
So first of all, let's go back to the shanking of Keith McCleary. The thing is, I don't think it would happen though, because your old lady's a bad chick, dude. She knows how to tussle. So I would not want to be the person that tries to sneak up and try to jump up on a couple of fighters that know what they're doing. Jump up on Pussy Tom. Fair enough. Maybe Gino could throw his weight around too. But I mean, like
the Canadian chicks decide, dude, they'll fucking shank you with a spork. They don't give a fuck, dude. They're in it to win it.
I mean, so am I. I love food. I hear in Montreal actually, like the ratio, which would be bad for them. The ratio of men to ladies is like 2 to 1 women to 1 man in Montreal, which also makes them very like.
Well, then why are we here? We need to be in Montreal.
That's a really good question. I'm like 2 hours away. I know I'm here because my wife will do a whole lot worse than shank me if she was like, Tom went where with who?
Where is
why? Why is there $1,000 missing from a bank account? Who's Cinnamon? What is going on?
Cinnamon.
I can't cover for him, man. I like Tom's life. I can't do it. So, and I hate
Whoa, hang on. What do you mean you can't cover for him? He's in his back. He'll be like, I don't know who Cinnamon is. I've never seen him.
Keith will make it worse. He's like, it must be a Spice Girl. Kill him. He's a piece of shit.
Y'all already got like fucking half the women in the country wanting to shank me, and I didn't even do nothing yet. I can't take on his wife too. Like, that's crossing borders now. Now I'm not safe anywhere. I can't do it.
Not safe.
It's not safe.
Before we go further, a word from our mascot.
Diabetes.
I said a word. That's all they get.
A word. That's all you guys
So
get.
stupid.
What's
So
a word?
Right? Like, it's ridiculous, and that's what else would you expect from this show?
That was it. One word.
I like that.
Yeah, that's all they get. What dues did that cat pay to get more than a word?
Right?
To be fair, we just saw a cat talk. So I mean, what do we want? Like the fucking Declaration of Independence being recited or something?
I mean, yeah. In reality, I mean, that was pretty fucking impressive. I mean,
Well,
you can ask for anything more than that, really.
No. I mean, when Pussy talks to me, I sure as hell listen, and that's a message for all.
Absolutely.
And hilariously enough, when it does, all it says to him is diabetes.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Type 1.
It just reminds him you shouldn't be eating that, bro. Knock it off,
Bro. Dude, my wife's good about that. Nothing's worse than getting caught like in the middle of the night eating the kids' snacks when you shouldn't be. You'd be sitting there like 4 like Nutty Buddies deep and like a couple oatmeal pies like shoved in your hair and shit. And she'd be like, "What are you doing?" But no, who, me? And she's like, "No, the other retard in the fucking kitchen." Yes, you. What are you doing? I'm scoping out for Whoa.
That's a fat burn right there.
That's the pregnancy talking, my guy. I promise you.
Got him.
You just big mad today. My bad.
I mean, it's not far off. I mean, to be fair, I've not always been the suave, charming, tattooed, mohawked man in front of you I am now. I used to be a 300-pound fat boy who looked like he had mild down. So, I mean, it didn't always talk to me at all. Nowadays,
Mild, right?
mild. Come on, man.
All right, you know, it's just
so that cat
it's a
is
mild
still
case
bullying
now.
you.
Then it's all right.
I think
Our
think my
sponsor
friend-
there has literally stalked you all the way to our show to bully you further, remind you of the past. That's
It's good.
rough, dude.
it is.
I never should have hired that cat.
No, the cat's really hurt my feelings. It's my
I can see it deep
Yeah.
in your soul. It has burned
Yeah.
you. The
yes,
tears.
my
Oh.
my Bacanti Downs is crying right now, which is mild in
Mild.
Mexican. Yes, yeah, mild.
Mild. Right.
Not
I mean,
fire,
It's really a mild case. You can be cured from the mild cases. I heard. You know,
bro.
You know.
All my dad has to do is slap me up a few times. I'll be cured
That's
in
what
like
I'm
2
saying.
seconds.
That's all it takes. A good couple backhands and poof, the downs are gone. That's it.
Bro.
You're good to go.
Before I forget, I got to give a couple of shout outs here. By the way, the intro music is done by none other than my dude, Max Spielberg, who a lot of you may know from his appearance on Shade 45 with Sway in the Morning with Wu-Tang Clan, killing it on the freestyle shit. And interesting how that worked out. He was recommended to me when I was looking for intro for the show. And I hit him up, and he was so willing to do it. And I was able to give him an opportunity that he was looking for. It turned out he's a massive fan of the Rob Zombie reboot of Halloween. And I'm friends with a few people from that, but he's a big fan of Dag Farish, who played Young Myers, who is now a rapper himself. And Max Spielberg would love to collab with him. So I put them in touch, and I was like, dude, I can actually make a conversation happen. Thanks for doing the intro. I'm a man of my word here. And I connected them on Instagram. And I wonder how that's working out for them. I think they were discussing collabing, so that's pretty rad. Shout out to my dude Jay from Nerd Cage Live, who filled in for Tom when he got AIDS or whatever 24-hour.
24-hour AIDS.
Yeah,
That's why the pussy doesn't talk to me.
Yeah,
That's
24-hour AIDS.
he's known for this kind of thing. So Jay hit me up 2 weeks in a row now. Like, you good for tonight, or do you need to fill in? I'm like, I appreciate you, man. Good looking out. I will be a guest in October for the 40th anniversary of Terminator, because Jay knows how much I love Terminator 2, and knowing a few people from them fucking movies as I do, he thought it'd be cool to pick my brain on that shit. So I appreciate you. And since we're on the subject of movies, I don't know if you guys realized, but I caught something because I'm slick. Nothing gets by me. Y'all seen Predator, right?
Oh yeah.
If you watch a specific part, there's a scene in Predator. If you watch it slow enough and actually pause it at the right time, I caught something. It didn't get this by me.
What'd you catch? I knew it. I knew he was there. See, I knew it was a setup all along. How did he not know it was a setup? He's an
I could
alien
swear
lion.
I heard, "Why don't you take a seat?" And I was like, "Hold up!" And I rewound it, and then in slow mo, that son of a bitch, man.
I knew it. See, I was telling people, I was like, "Look, this is a trap. This is a setup." I knew it. And no one
Those cookies.
believed me. No one believed
Nothing
me.
gets
They're
by
like,
me.
Nah, man. I'm like, I'm telling you right now, this is a setup. It looks too good.
As soon as Schwarzenegger started covering himself in mud, I'm like, "This is not going."
She's like, Mr. Schwarzenegger, did you say that you are going to cover yourself in mud and wrestle around in the jungle with this gentleman? Yeah, I don't know. Chris Hansen's Chris Hansen's bad motherfucker. He's dude. I don't know. That's kind of shady, right?
I
like
swear,
running that.
I swear to you, that was a part from the movie. I did not Photoshop that myself just to entertain
As a matter
YouTube
of fact,
degenerates. It's legit.
I believe shortly after that, they emptied out Arnold's pockets and there was condoms in it. He did bring some to the party.
Aw,
I can't remember what scene it was, but it was shortly after that.
Paul Cruz like.
There is a point where the Predator starts walking funny, and
he camouflages himself in shame. He's like, I feel so dirty. Just
yeah.
Now we know why he actually set himself to fucking blow up. It was
dude.
Shame.
Like, destructive. He couldn't deal with the shame. Therapy wasn't going to get it done. You know.
Which brings us BetterHelp.com, which will really help in this. See, and the funny thing is, I always wondered why in the beginning of the movie you could see like the two glowing eyes, but then at the very end of the movie you see the glowing back brown eye, and I was like, why is he doing that? What is that going on? Now we know. Arnold, sexual predator. Boom.
See, that wasn't like glow stick blood that we saw. That was Arnold's juice glowing as it was slipping out of
He's so fucking
predator.
He's so roided up. It just comes out as fucking glow sticks.
Right.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I don't want to put anyone on blast, but I feel like I found Tom's favorite musical act.
Yes, finally.
Something just doesn't feel right about it.
Oh no.
Maybe it's just me.
Okay. Oh, bro. No, that's perfect. Wait, what's wrong with that picture?
Yeah.
The guy on the end looks like John C. Reilly. Did anyone else see that? Where you're like, what's the Hulk Hogan, John C. Reilly?
It kind of has that vibe.
Dude, fuck. Velociraptor. Good housekeeping.
I don't want to make fun of him because I don't want to get like leg dropped.
Right?
I don't want this bright yellow banana hammock coming at me, at my face like full force, you know, coming in hot. Nah, I'm good. So I'm going to leave that alone.
Listen, I like Jonas Brothers when they were all above the age of 18. They were beautiful. I was not on To Catch a Predator, so let's all just keep this perspective. Yes, I am very much attracted to the Jonas Brothers as a band. You know, it has nothing to do with. Yeah. I'm gonna keep saying it louder and louder until you believe me. Nudge. The band, right? Come on, guys.
Tom knows this is not a safe space to be saying anything like misinterpreted on purpose.
Yeah. I love the Jonas Brothers. Wink, wink. The band.
Fucking. Oh my God, Wilma. Oh no. Does that mean?
Dude, why not? That would be the perfect name.
I think so. Fucking. The answer's no. Negative. Nay.
No.
I gotta tell you, this show, dude, the analytics are unreal. In spite of all the problems we ran into and whatever, shout out to the countries, man, that have been watching the show. We're talking Canada, US, UK, Netherlands, Ghana, just endless list. I was blown away, and I was like, dang, I wonder what flavor crayon they like over in those countries. I'm more of a paste man myself, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Dude, sometimes when I see the analytics, I can't help but think, like, how many people are really watching that country? Like, is there only one TV the whole town comes, or does every house have one? Like, I still, like, you know, so like in my mind, I'm like, dude, there should be like 1,000 more numbers in that town, but maybe they only have one TV. They share it. Like, I don't know.
That's how important you guys are.
I'm thinking, like, do they have dial-up? Like, how long is it taking to watch a show? Like, do they have 4G, 3G, dial-up? Like, I think of all this weird stuff. I started seeing, like, all these weird countries I can't even pronounce the name to.
I mean, I think about the internet too, kind of sort of like that, but like I think about more about the fact that like we have massive like lines that connect like the US and the UK with like they're just Wi-Fi lines that run directly across. Oh, not Wi-Fi, clearly it's like Ethernet lines that run across. And then think about the sharks that are able to watch porn all the way deep under the sea with that. And I'm grateful for that because that really says that we live in a great world. I like Shark Hub just as much as the next guy. I'm just saying. It's finding chemo was my favorite.
I've never been a fan of Shark Week, but
no, really. Like,
why
what
not?
about it? Like, yeah.
You're gonna make me.
You have
explain.
reason?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm not allowed in Marineland, guys. Don't fucking bring it up. Jesus Christ, fish are expensive to replace. You can only fight so many of those goddamn fish before they start saying, "Get out of Marineland, Keith. Don't punch the seal, Keith. Please take the."
Somebody, for the love of Christ, somebody. Oh, this is nice. All of 3 people.
Seattle. Very
I
nice.
love Jess so much. Jess was a guest. She's an amazing actress. She's a mega talent. Her daughter's a mega talent. But she is a hell of a guest from the old show way back when, Jesus was a goldfish, fucking tail gunner. Jesus, man, like she fucking has been on the show for time, like way back. It feels like forever, the old show, like it fucking feels like that show was so long ago. And my God, man, it just, the guests I've had, she was one of the best. So supportive, amazing actress, just fucking unreal human. And we had so much fun. And she's just always supported my shit. Oh yeah. And we talked about how one day I will be assaulted with pancakes because,
You haven't
and
already.
dying a syrupy assault because I am Canadian after all, and it's just how we get down. Like, we apologize after, but it is what it is.
If we're gonna bring up pancakes and syrup, can we bring up the fact that you Canadians have the monopoly on all that is maple syrup? You guys have a cartel, in fact.
Yeah,
I don't know if anyone knows this. I mean, you guys might know, you guys especially, but when they collect the maple syrup, they have this whole one big place where it all goes to. It isn't like Keith is one maple syrup farmer and Gino's another maple syrup farmer and they sell their own shit individually. No. They have to ante up to the maple syrup mafia, and then they distribute it, and then you get a little piece of that cut afterwards. What's up with that, Keith? Can you answer for these maple syrup mafia motherfuckers, or what's up? That's a lot of M's. I'm very proud of that.
At the great disappointment of my dear friend Mick Strawn and everybody else, I might as well just give my Canadian card over right now for it to be cut up like a bad credit card. She's not wrong.
No,
Bro, that'd be a great show. That'd be fantastic. Oh my God.
Production right now.
Bro,
I'm not a big maple dude. I'm just not. So I'm a terrible Canadian, and I'm not fucking sorry. So that's
Damn, dude. I put maple syrup on everything, my guy.
Bro.
I put it on my pork chops. I put it on French fries. Dude, sometimes I'll mix it in with stir fry or rice or just so much. I literally get jugs of this shit. I just start experimenting, trying it on different foods.
It makes everything taste better. It really does. I mean,
I don't even know what to say to that.
it's a fantastical. It's fantastical. Wow, it's a fantastic natural sugar, man. You should be a big supporter of it, Keith. You're a healthy dude. You can replace every sugar with maple syrup. You're gonna get a little maple flavoring type thing, but it's all natural, and it's like a tree came in your mouth, so even better.
Yeah,
He likes meat,
you can
not.
always use maple syrup candy too. I mean, that's straight sugar.
And then all the kids want to come to your Predator van with maple syrup candy.
Exactly. They can't say no to it.
It's true. How can they? The mouth stuck together with maple candies. So you mentioned Jessica's a mega talent. Can she share some of that talent with me? I have zero talents, and it sounds like she's hoarding all the talents. What's up with that, Jess? Do you want to?
Jess, I got this. No. Just no.
Man.
Just no. Before you even try.
Right. What's worth a try?
Thank you, Gino. I thought it was at least a little attempt.
It was. I could see the effort was put in.
So
I see why you like him.
Jess brought up that whole thing about being a throwback to the old show. I've got one that might interest you, dickhead degenerates. That kind of speaks to my personality. This is an audio clip from the old show when my dude, Kenny Olson, Kid Rock's guitarist, was on the show. And we talk about bacon in every sense of the word. This is who we are, dude.
It can't all be bacon, bro.
Yeah, can't always bacon. Gotta add a bunch of stuff. Bacon is cool, even just to say. It's good. It smells good and tastes good, and it's fun to say. Bacon.
Yeah,
I always like that word, bacon. And then if you add a K to it, you know, then it's like, and then it becomes more of a hobby. You know, I mean, baking cakes, of course.
oh yeah. Totally. I did a little bacon myself last night, but it was no damn cake.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did that too. I forgot about that.
The Tattness Podcast Uncensored.
It's all about giving, and then January you just bust out on your birthday. You know, before it, just be like hanging on the islands.
Yeah, man. I went to Florida.
Me and your new bro, I'll come down and celebrate. I gotta be like, I gotta go to his birthday party.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
it's not every day that a mega fucking guitarist that Metallica says is one of the best on the planet just says, bro, just go to the islands on your birthday. I'll bust out and I'll fucking come to your birthday, and like whatever plans I got, I'll be like, no, fuck that. I gotta go to your birthday. Mega fucking honor. So that show was rad. That's when I became friends with Kenny Olson, and we got to talk about how I watched you shred at Woodstock 99, and fucking here we are. Oh, for fuck's sake. I apologize,
clearly. Yeah. Why? I love maple syrup on everything. I would take all those
I
fish
would
sticks.
do that all day.
This is an ongoing thing with the misses, bro. Every fucking this dude.
I like his hat. I like his name, Maurice Flight.
That's my dude. He's from Newfoundland, but we grew up together in Ontario.
Newfie, bro.
Yeah,
Newfies are good people, man.
He's a
I
brother,
love that.
man. I've known that kid since I was like 9 or 10 years old. Yeah, we go
You were
way
never
back.
that young. Don't lie. You were never 9. You were always a man. You're the most manly
You never
9-year-old.
really 9. I mean,
No,
are you
so
kind of
much
like
9?
Forrest? You just came out fully grown.
So much 9. He was 10.
Punch my way out.
I like that you're drinking Prime. My kids would be so proud of you right now.
I
Like,
love Prime. I buy that
dude,
shit. I like boatload.
do you know how much, like, ungodly amounts of money have been spent on Prime? Not only that, like, but there's special bottles that can't be found in like certain. We live in the middle of fucking nowhere in the woods in Vermont, so like, there's dude, seriously, like, I'll show you a GPS and you'd be like, what the fuck are you doing that for? I don't know. I like maple syrup and bears. Fuck me, I guess. But my kids. Yeah. I mean, well, you know, it depends who you are. But my kids love Prime to a place where, like, we spend more on the shipping of a Prime bottle to get it to our fucking house. I think it was like $35 for shipping, and the bottle of Prime was only like $20, so it was like only $55 for one bottle of fucking Prime. But don't worry, it's a special Dodgers Prime, Dad. It's gonna hold its value. But your portfolio is now Prime included. You fucking piece of shit. And I thank them.
And I believe it too. So, like, in the studio I'm in now, I have like a little mini fridge because I'm fat and I just don't like walking downstairs to go get food and shit. So I have it all right here next to me. 90% of it is Prime, and then like 10% of it is like beer. You know, it's a good mixture. That's all I'm looking for when I'm in here. That's it.
I just see you like hammered drunk, just be like, fuck it, just pouring them both in at once. I'm gonna hydrate it and dehydrate at the same time.
I'm gonna hydrate. Hell yeah, that's actually a good idea. I'm gonna try that one night.
Send that shit to Jake Paul, dude. Be like, listen, Jake, I got a good idea. Beer, Prime. Fuck you, give me my money.
I've been calling him out for a while now, man. He just don't respond. I don't even know.
Is that dude fighting? Is that dude fighting Tyson still, or what's going on with that? I stopped paying attention.
Soon, man.
Yeah?
Tyson's gonna knock his block right. Well, by what I heard. I mean,
They postponed it.
Well, they postponed it. They postponed it. The fight that just happened with Jake Paul was supposed to be the Tyson one, and now after this one, it's supposed to be the Tyson one. They just postponed it because Tyson's little vaginas and his stomach acted up a little bit. You know, his little They have some stomach issues.
Mike, I'm sorry, bro.
Bro,
I've been calling Mike Tyson out too, man. I watched his 40-yard dash when he was training. I found a football field here in the town I'm in. I'm calling him out. I'm going to do the 40-yard dash quicker than him.
I'm not calling you out, Mike, at all. Don't even. I respect you. I've been saying nothing but amazing things, and I think you are an animal.
I know people personally.
I just wish I could get him on the line. Like, that'd be perfect.
No thanks. I don't even want to talk to him. It's like talking to Keith sometimes, where I'm like, he's got that angry voice where I feel like I'm gonna die listening to it. And like I remember somebody was talking shit. They're like, Jake Paul is fucking amazing. And I don't want to take anything away from the dude. I'm sure he could kick my fucking ass all day long. But I saw 50-year-old Mike Tyson's training videos, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, he's still fucking Iron Mike. Like, don't get in the ring, Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Call
out, yeah.
I could too outrun him. Y'all gonna see. Y'all
I can run so fast. Fast, like Forrest.
Like a cheetah for a fat guy. You should see me.
Fuck yeah.
I'm aerodynamically round. The wind just goes around me. It's perfect.
I've seen those videos.
Preparation for this moment.
I feel like there's a message for you, Gino.
Where did you go to school at? The University of I don't know shit?
It could be. It could be. I mean, look, I'll give it a. You know,
I gotta advocate for both sides. You know what I'm saying? When I know someone personally, I gotta give them a voice.
I'm just saying, I want to catch Mike Tyson when he's not training. I think I can run
Boom.
fast when he's not, because it's a difference. There's Mike there's Mike when he's not training, right? Chill, laid back, like cool dude. And then there's Mike when he's training, like, I'm going to kill everyone in your family and the whole bloodline of you, tree and everything, and eat it, right? So I want to catch him in that little mini moment and see if I can run 40 yards faster than him. I think I can, and I think we can raise money for charity of his...
in my hospital bills that will soon come afterwards.
The charity, we're calling him out.
I see. I think that's really brave of you, Gino. I'm waiting to challenge Mike Tyson when he's like 150. So if that way, like, you know, he's either A, not moving at all, or B, his electric wheelchair will do most of the damage. And I think I might be able to take the electric wheelchair. I'm just saying, like, I'm a tough guy. I got clippers.
Yeah, fair. I do see Tom trying to outrun Mike as well, but it's more after he says something he shouldn't have, and then run away and hope that he doesn't catch him and beat the fucking 7 shades of shit out of him.
Of course he's gonna catch me and beat the 7 shades of shit out of me. He's fucking Mike Tyson. I would probably be like, oh my god, you're Mike Tyson. That's your fist. What are you doing with it? Oh my god, I knocked out. Where am I? Where's my teeth? Oh, this is cool. Is Mike still here? Mike, do you want to hit me again?
Well, I mean, the good news is, I mean, he usually leaves the ring after. You know, he does his work and leaves. I don't think he'll stick around much. You know, he'll just do his work. Like, I'm actually excited. I hope this fight does happen. I'm really excited for it, especially when they said that it wasn't going to be like just some random, you know, like it was going to be legit. It was going to be, you know, it's like I got really excited. It sucks it got delayed, but I'm hoping.
That would give away your location.
Yeah, no, definitely would shit that. Yeah, exactly. That would give away my location. Come on now. I would plunger it. I would, you know, squeeze the cheeks together as much as I could.
Fucking jeans,
you know,
in the
where I need to hide.
Jeans in the bushes, smeared as shit, looking like fucking Schwarzenegger and Predator and whatnot. He's like, he can't see me if I don't move.
Well,
like, that's T-Rex.
An awesome idea. I never thought of that. I bet you I can get away with it.
I don't see any flaws in it. I think it totally can work.
I think I can bait him off my trail with like little snippets of like maple syrup.
Bro, you catch me like that.
Syrup, man. I think I can
It's so sticky. It's so sticky. I don't even like it.
I have to say, Gino, pass this along to your bro. Our dude from this show. I am the fucking worst. Those autograph pictures that he wanted one. There's someone else that's been watching the show that wanted.
Yeah, Aaron.
I still have to mail them shits out. I am the fucking absolute worst. once I know you and you're not just a fan anymore, I suck. Where it's
They
like,
put you in a different category. Once you're in the friend zone, you just suck.
yeah, dude, exactly. Once I know you, I'm like, they'll understand. But like, I did your show one fucking time, and dude was so friendly that I was just like, he'll get it. And then
you'll be fine with that. Don't worry.
every week, I'm like, oh, I suck. I didn't send that out again. I said I would on their fucking show like a month ago. Still haven't. Fans, I'm quick on the draw with that shit. Mistakes were made. I'm not gonna lie.
Once again, you're better than me because I'd be like, well, that Pony Express is really running behind. It must be down a rider. I gave him an extra flask of whiskey to be expedient. I'm going to talk with these pony riders of men that clearly are spending too much time doing their drinking instead of delivering the mail, right?
Right. I mean, you could just blame it on Canada.
Bro.
I mean, at the end of the day, just blame it on Canada. I'd be like, I don't know. I gave it to the mailman, and I don't know what happened from there.
Some Mountie rolled up, and he had his hat on, and he said, "Not today, Keith," and he ran away. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't fucking encourage me, because I will straight up take this so far. I will pick a random courier service and like give them a shitty Google review to make it look good and everything at their expense. They'll have no idea what's happening, and I'll just be like, fuck them. They dropped the ball. Now, at my expense, I got to go get new pictures fucking printed out and sign them again, because fuck you, Canada Post. And I will rock it till the wheels fall off, even though I never sent them. I will not, without shame, I will straight up pretend that it's all them. Don't encourage me. I'm so close to the ledge. I do not need a nudge, and you guys are giving me like a drop kick. It's not going to be good for a business. You know what I'm saying?
I see Keith going so overboard. He's like, listen, I can't get across the border at this moment to hand deliver this letter, so I'm going to take this barrel over Niagara Falls to bring it to you. I am that dedicated. And you just see him.
That's the whole thing.
Oh, bro, that'd be dope.
Once I accept the fact that I will never get around to sending the fucking things out, I will fake my own death
just to hide.
Just so no one makes me feel like an asshole. I'm that sensitive about this matter.
If I'll do it. If you could fake your own death, how would you do it? Like, what would be the most like gnarly way that you'd fake your death? I think that I'm gonna go with jumping off the Empire State Building with a rope attached around my genitals and be like, remember Tom Bruno? Jumped off the Empire State Building with his rope around his genitals. He's a fucking legend among men. And then I'll live out my life in a cabin with maple syrup and bears. Chino, how would you do it if you could fake your own death?
Oh, man. Many different ways. Oh, shit.
I think about this every day, Tom. Fucking, that's all I think about.
Right? Like, I think about this every day. What are you talking? Oh, man. How would I do it? I honestly don't know. I have way too many for selection.
There's so many options.
Yeah, maybe find like some fat, sweaty, Betty fat chick.
Bro.
Right?
Get like a flat cardboard cutout of yourself and they'll be like, look at his poor body.
Yeah.
And fish stick Kanye. Your wife watches a lot of South Park, doesn't she? Just
DIVORCE, my friend. I hear her laughing in the other room.
I got a dog right here. Bitches love
overdose on fish stick. For me personally, if this is just a matter of how I want the public to think I went out,
yes, very much so.
I want them to believe that I was mauled senselessly by a circus lion in a convenience store.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
No one's ever going to stop talking about that. How did he die? He went in to buy a lottery ticket. He realized the cashier was having a particularly bad hair day. Then he realized, oh snap, that's not a bad hair day. That's the fucking king of the jungle. And then swipe, there goes my head into the Ben and Jerry's section. And who's going to stop?
Shadow.
That would be perfect.
Right.
I like that one.
No one's ever going to stop talking about that. They're going to be like, that was dope.
I like how the little details he threw in there. That's what makes a story true, is when you have like these little itty bitty details, like the Ben and Jerry's bad hair day.
Do you know why those details exist?
Why?
You didn't mention a goddamn thing about them pictures I never sent out. So
Yes! In your face.
see what I'm saying? It's all for a reason. No wasted movement, my friend. Not a damn thing I do is for nothing.
This is 4D chess, motherfuckers.
I want my death to be known for trying to swim across the river to go to Canada, and I drown trying to get these pictures.
What up? Fucking King of the Jungle killed Keith in a 7-Eleven. He's trying to buy a box of mags. Fucking crazy. But he had those pictures in his hand, though. Fucking, it was crazy. He was trying to just in his hand, covered in blood now, and it's so.
He was actually bringing them to the mailbox. He was going to put them in at night.
And don't you feel bad for asking for those pictures? Now you got Keith killed. This is bullshit. Tom is alone crying. He has no show anymore.
Yeah.
Nothing.
In fact, I was buying stamps.
With a loony
straight
and
up
a
murdered.
Straight up murdered, buying stamps.
Bro, ungrateful
You know,
sons
I
of
guess
bitches.
at that point, I'm glad I'm in the friend zone. I'll take the friend zone over pictures any day.
You never asked for no damn pictures though. That was all your boys. So
Look, they like that shit.
see, he's like, fuck this guy. I don't want no goddamn autograph pictures.
Fucking who the fuck's this guy? Oh, undefeated. Woo!
Yeah.
I bet you I run 40 yards faster than him.
I don't know about you guys. Social fucking media. I have cleared out a ton of like my friends list. I keep hitting that 5K limit. And I try to make room for the fans. And so I go through all the inactive people. And I get rid of people. So that way I can accept friend requests from fans and whatever. They can follow what I'm doing. And some people, man, it's tough. Get rid of them because it's like you gotta look and be like, well, you haven't posted nothing since like March. I'm confident in getting rid of you. Then there's others. My God, is there others? You guys know the bots and the. I'm sorry, but if you're not a bot and you're just some dude from another country pretending to be a female to scam dudes for money, all up in their inbox with the same old "hello, dear."
I know, right?
Well, that's a dead giveaway.
Well, that's just it. Like I was about to say, like first of all, learn normal words. Right, like your shit's a dead giveaway. I can tell, like it's a dead giveaway. No one talks that way. Like,
No,
it's a dead giveaway.
They don't. All right. So Tom's got to bounce in like 10 minutes. I get it.
I gotta bring the kids to camp in the morning because someone's gonna be the. Yeah, it's a whole big thing. It's my kids. They were causing so many problems at home that my wife had to keep leaving her a job that pays far more than mine does, and that caused some contention in the house. And I was like, "How can I help?" She's like, "You're gonna bring the kids to camp," and I was like, "Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Absolutely, I'm bringing them. Yeah. You're right."
And this is the only day that she's asked me to do it so far, so I don't want to fuck it up and oversleep it and be like, yeah, you guys don't have to go to camp today. And then, I don't have a house anymore, and I'm sleeping in the woods with bears and maple trees, just like I always wanted. This is all planned. See, I play 4D chess too. This is how I get to live in the woods, Keith.
This is how he gets off this show because it sucks. No, I get it.
Show's fun. Show's fun.
No,
but
I totally understand.
Real thing.
So it's fun, but the wife rules all.
Family first. That's why we do this show, is to put some food on the table for Senor Bruno, so his wife stops beating him. Maybe some food other than fish sticks, because he knows the gay fish.
Fish sticks make an amazing fish taco. So, like, why are we all being so down on fish sticks? They're fantastic. They're perfectly breaded. Get yourself nice tortillas, some sriracha, freaking sour cream.
Fucking knew it was you, Kanye.
I knew it. That's a good idea, though. I knew it, but good idea.
Right.
It's good. It's tasty.
So, anyways, those dudes, long story short, if you're a dude from another country, I don't give a shit what the model looks like that you stole the pictures from to pretend to be them. You're gay for pay. If you're hitting up dudes with hello dear, trying to pretend to be a chick, you know, like. And then the other thing that I love that cracks me up every time is when you get spammed with these dating ads for like dating sites.
Yeah,
And
I know
of
what you're
course,
talking
use
about there.
some girl's picture, probably without her knowledge. And you get these dudes that are clueless in the comment section talking to her like it's not an ad. Like, they have no idea. She's never going to see this. And if she did, she would be drier than an Arab sandal, because that is like the status display. You know, these are the kind of dudes that if they broke their hand, their relationship status on Facebook would change to "it's complicated," because the last time they got a piece of ass was when their finger went through the toilet paper.
Which is very refreshing, by the way. I don't know if anyone's tried that. It's right next to, you know, drinking lemonade on a hot day. That whole finger in the ass when you're pooping, because you don't know which way it's going. You don't even know. Your butt's so confused. It's like, am I accepting? Am I pooping? What is going on here? I love it. Or maybe I don't. And by the way, I know Keith was saying a lot of like negative things about these guys, but except for Prince Hajib, my Nigerian friend, and I have the check in the mail. It's going out with the same mail as the
It's
pictures
going
that
out
Keith.
soon, right?
Boom.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Now you got it in money order, right? Or gift
Yeah,
card?
yeah. Gift cards, yeah.
They don't, okay, gift card. Yeah, they don't like it any other way for some reason. I'm giving them like lots of money, and they're always like, "Yeah, go put it on an Amazon card." I'm like, "All right, it's kind of weird, but okay, dude." You know.
They must be like related to Jeff Bezos or something. Like, we want to support a brother that's clearly not doing as well as us Nigerian princes out here. But I'm just saying, when I get my trillion rupees in the mail, I'm gonna throw some to my boys. You know, we're gonna do it. We're gonna live like kings, kings of Nigeria.
Oh yeah, because you know it's like what? Let's see. Last time I talked to the prince, he told me it was like 8 million rubies for like $30 on like an Amazon gift card, but I had to send it right away. And they also asked me to write my social security number down. I don't know why they wanted me to, but I mean they asked, so I was like, sure, here. I mean, have at it, you know.
It was one of those anti-robot things. It's like, prove that you're not a robot by giving your social security number, your bank account. Like, I'm not a robot. How dare you?
Prove you're human.
I'm fucking human. Here you go. Here's all my information.
All right, I'll show you I'm a human.
Here's my mother's maiden name as well. Fuck faces. There's double proof. You piece of shit. You robot fucks.
Right. I'll fucking show you guys who's human.
I just realized two things. Your co-host, your other host, named Tom as well, and this Nigerian prince may actually not get that check in the mail before your boy gets them autographed fucking pictures. It's a neck and neck race. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Tight. I think it could happen.
I'm the worst, so it's a neck and neck race. I'm not gonna bullshit anyone.
Well, you know, if I was a betting man, I'd probably say he'll get his check first. I don't know. I mean, something tells me that they're very quick to get in their money.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of hope that he gets that check first, because then I'll end up in the Guinness Book of Records of like the literal worst at sending shit out. Because like this dude finally nailed somebody and got the scam to work out. It's just I suck, dude.
All I can see now is like the Nigerian prince open up a letter and be like, "Oh, he finally sent to me. Who's Keith McCleary and why is he sending me pictures? What the fuck is going on here?" And then
that'd be a hell of a mix-up. That's a cool crossover show.
That'd be great fucking crossover show. And then he gets my check for all my Amazon gift cards. He's like, "Who the fuck's Tom Bruno? Why does he keep sending me gift cards?" No, Tom, I will not make out with you. Stop it. Lies. It's just
right. Since he's in the comments, Aaron had actually told me with his show, Hawk's Den, I was the most viewed episode that he had.
I think right now you still are. I think I haven't looked at the numbers lately.
That's fucking insane, and I'm honored.
With you, you are honored. Just so we have a
Yeah, no, it was dope having you on that night. Straight up, like for real.
Dude,
it was
that was a
dope to
blast.
have you on.
On the radio show, that was a blast, dude. That was so much fun. I had such a blast. I don't remember the last time I had that much fun. Just like I had recently said, and I swear to fuck, I am not bullshitting anybody. Doing this show with Tom is the most fun in my decade career I've ever had consistently. Yes, I've had some awesome fucking times on the old show, my MMA career, on the radio show, and all this other shit, sure. But on a consistent level, to do this shit every week, to come into y'all viewers' fucking homes every week, this is what I look forward to. This is the most fun. Movies have been fun. Everything's been fun. But on a consistent level, I've never had so much fun in my career. At this point, it's all gravy to me. It's just like that extra, but that's why I chose the best fucking co-host I could ever imagine. I shit you not. I'm not blowing smoke up anyone's ass. Tom is the absolute fucking best. Back in the day, doing my old show, he would hit me up at 5 a.m. and be like, hey, a guest canceled from my show. Would you be interested in doing the fucking guest spot? And I'm like, I got you. And I literally drop things to do that shit because I was like, this deserves it.
At a serious detriment to himself, he would do this. It was ridiculous. I'm like, hey man, you got time? He's like, yeah, hey, I actually made like 4 other things I gotta do, but I can put those on hold. I'm like, those things sound important. Don't you want to make time for that? He's like, yeah, after. And I'm like, can you stop hurting yourself so you can like stop being nice to me like at any time? Like, this isn't paying job. He just never seemed to care. He just did it for reasons unknown to me. But
money is not the be all end all. It's just
hell no.
You know what I'm saying? And so there was other shows that I will not name that I have been on. And if I was asked to be on them again, the top of the list of things I would rather do than be on them shows is be the guy that holds the dartboard while fucking Ray Charles and Helen Keller compete for the fucking championship. I'm good on that. I would rather take one of the eye 100 times than I'm good.
Did you say you'd rather take one in the eye?
He did.
I mean, can we specify on what one in the eye is right now? You know,
at this point, some of them shows take your fucking pick, and I'd probably be like, yeah, that's fair. I stand by what I said. Yeah, you know, and the missus, that's fair. You guys are good sports with all the harassment. Poor Tom got it hardcore in the comment section.
Man,
I think he's got a bounce, but
I do. In fact, you guys can keep going though. I don't want to stop the fun. If you guys want, you guys are still feeling it.
We're not fucking done. Like,
all right.
Someone pushed this to an hour and a half. We have to do an hour and a half. So,
you guys continue the 17 minutes, and I'm gonna go be a sissy and go to bed and be a good dad or whatever. Hey, thank you.
Tom's gotta do what he's gotta do because his wife will beat him with a fucking sandal.
Is it like a dusty, old, broken down sandal?
No,
like the sandal, like the foot mark that's like all black that should have been thrown away like last year, but being used this year.
I mean, we don't got money, bro. Full transparency, and this is no exaggeration. My wife literally showed up to I'm in the playroom because, you know, my office is right attached to our bedroom, and I make too much goddamn noise. Apparently, I make too much goddamn noise for the playroom, too, because she showed up butt-ass naked, like, in the doorway, and I was like, oh, shit, naked time. Fucking
did
awesome.
She give you the eye? Did she give you the little snake eye?
She gave me if you guys saw me, I like paused my mic really quick so you guys wouldn't see me being, like, written down in front of you guys, being like, I'm a grown man with a mortgage and some kids. I'm getting told to shut the fuck up. It's pretty great, pretty sexy.
Sorry.
Now your wife hates
Pretty much.
me. That's awesome.
No. She loves you. She hates me, but she
Oh, that's
loves me,
fine.
and that's what matters. Jesus and my wife. Those are the people that love me.
I
And my
can't
mom.
wait till next week when he shows up with like a croc print right on his cheek.
I know, like that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I got little dots all over. Oh yeah.
Well, news to you guys. Then I could tell everybody I fought a croc, so you can't argue that. You can't dispute it. Big Tom did fight a croc. He lost.
He
but
did,
He,
yeah.
he fought.
I'll be the first to say it's a crock of shit. However, give your wife my apologies.
No apologies needed. I'm gonna go lay down and pretend like I'm sleeping so I don't get murdered. All right, guys. You guys have fun. Gino, pleasure meeting you, good sir.
Hey, good meeting you too, my guy.
I'll talk to you. See you next week, baby.
Damn straight. Thank God he's gone. I thought he'd never leave.
Dude, I never thought you would ever get out of here.
He's gonna come back and be like, dude, what the fuck? I thought we were cool.
I thought we were friends.
Right?
Yeah.
Every time I harassed that poor dude, he got roasted hard
Did he?
in my comment section. And yeah, it was, people encourage my nonsense. They shouldn't, but they do. It is what it is. And I said, and I don't know if this is well, I guess it would be, but I said maybe we'll get a sponsorship deal, we'll get an endorsement deal from CCM, and they'll send us one of them hockey helmets with a visor so it'll keep Tom from licking the fucking windows. And it works out. But no offer yet, so I had to swap out his mouthwash with Windex. So at least while he licks the windows, he fucking leaves a streak-free shine, and his wife won't beat me with a fucking crock. It all works out.
It does. It all works out in the end. Like it all circles back, right?
It does.
So it's a win-win for everyone in that situation.
Truly,
That's how I look at it. There's no L's in that whole situation. That's a win.
And even if it's a win-win, even if she beats him with a fucking shoe, it'll entertain the hell out of me.
Yeah, that's just it, right? That's why I said it's a win-win. He gets his ass beat, it's amusing to you, or his house is very, very clean and smelling Windex.
Right. He comes to me and is like, she beat the fuck out of me. I'm like, I didn't feel a thing. So,
Did you get on video? Nice.
And my wife mocks him and his existence, and then feels like worse about himself, and it's a win-win. I mean,
That's how I look at it. Win for everyone in this whole situation. I truly like it. To win all the way across.
yeah, dude. I mean, I had so much fun on your damn radio show, and for you to give that up and skip out on your show, not only to do mine tonight and get on TV, but you fucking last week or the week before, you were like, fuck this, I'm on my show, but I'm just gonna check in on yours on air.
Oh yeah, dude.
How did that look? Was that some MacGyver-esque shit where you like,
well, see, what you don't see, what you don't see here is a lot, right? So I got this mic right here. I got another mic in front of me. I got another mic off to the side to me whenever I decide to have multiple anything going on. I got an array of mics around me. I got a tablet right here that will watch Rumble or whatever that we're on for number wise. I have my phone in my hand, so I can always just open it, scroll right through and see what I got. So there's a lot. I got my soundboard right here next to me, so I can adjust and do anything I need. So there's a lot going on around me. I'm in this weird bubble. I actually need to get a bigger desk because everything to me feels like it's cluttered in, and I'm always tipping shit over and stuff. So the way it looked was I was live on the air, but sometimes I'll take my phone, I'll put my phone right against my computer screen, right where the chat would be. And then I just open up my phone and I'll scroll through, and you can't even tell what I'm really doing, and I'm really just scrolling right now through. So there's a lot that's going on that people don't see. But yeah, so I was live. I was like, let's see what's going on over there, and I was and I had earpiece here and an earpiece here, and I'm like listening to everything going on. You know, it was challenging, but it was well worth it.
I appreciate the fuck out of you for that. That was a show where anything that could go wrong did. Literally, like 20 minutes before air, my co-host was like, I don't want to be that guy, but physically I am in rough shape and I just can't. Can we push it for another day? And I'm like, bro, our first show, the fucking platform crashed. And having a TV deal is no joke.
Yeah.
So, like, you don't get that twice. You get a pass the first time because of technology, and that's...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't get to be like, hey, can we push this another day while the public is waiting for the fucking show?
Yeah, I can't see that happening. I just can't see it being like, next week, we got you. Next week.
Right.
No, yeah.
And so, full disclosure, every aspect of the show depended as planned on the co-host. So I'm left scrambling with 20 fucking minutes to find a replacement. You obviously had prior commitments, but I appreciate you looking out. And then my dude Jay from Nerd Cage Live, fucking being a stand-up dude in New York, was like,
it sucked. I was like, shit. It was like,
man, you were so rad.
I was like, I felt so bad. I'm like, I hope he finds. No, I don't want to be that dude to be like, nah, I just can't, and then have everything like
never.
You know?
I would never expect a dude to abandon his own show to bail me out. And my dude from New York was like, I got you. Just give me like a few minutes to get myself presentable. I just came in from the gym, and I'm like, yo, I put you guys on my platform when I started my network. So when I had my podcast network, I put their show on. Yep. When I started the fucking radio show, I put them on directly after me and made a network out of it. Nice. And gave them a platform. So he was like, the least I can fucking do, bro. I got you. And every week for the last 2 weeks since, he's like, you good for tonight? Or he's willing to jump in. And I'm like,
and that's cool shit, dude. That's cool shit. It's good to have those. It's good to have those connections and to have those people who can step in and will drop. You know what I mean? So like, it's dope to have that for sure.
Yeah, man. The loyalty is unreal, and I appreciate that they look at like, you've done so much for us, and you need us. We got you. That's family, dog. Like that's
100%. 100%. Yeah, look, and I get the technical issues. Like, there's been times where we weren't even able to get on the air. We were just like, this is just not happening. Something ain't right. We don't know what it is. You know, there's been times where the big man, you know, Tom has replaced like his laptop. He's like, nothing's working. He's like, I don't know why nothing wants to move over or work. So yeah, like, you know, technology sucks, dude. And then there's been times like midstream of like, what's going on here? We're like done. Like something happens. It's a glitch in the stratosphere or something, man. So I get it, dude. Technology sucks when it comes to this.
I appreciate you, brother, for fucking saying that too. It's always nice, man. There's a couple of people I hit up, and I don't want to take anything away from my dude Brad Pittman either. From obviously, we're talking different time zones. He's from Atlanta, basically, damn near. Georgia, not exactly Atlanta, but
so he's like an hour behind you.
Yeah,
right? You're an hour ahead.
Dude's a paramedic, so like he's busy, but he's like, I got you. But I was like, I got someone from New York that's like down,
yeah,
ready to go. You're busy. He's not as busy. I was like, you're welcome to also be on. He's like, yeah, it's cool. I'll just contribute. You know, like this dude, man. So I appreciate the hell out of that. I appreciate the hell out of Aaron's fucking offer as well. Aaron was on the show way back in the day, the old show, when he had his movie coming out, and we had a hell of a show. And again, technology, only half of it kind of ended up.
Yeah, technology sucks, dude.
You know, one of the dudes on my old show that was a friend of mine. This is the hilarity of it all. Works for Elon Musk. This dude works for SpaceX, and he was the one guy who the technology on his end was so trash that I couldn't even air the show because the audio was garbage. It's not his fault. It's just where he happened to be at. It's just the hilarity of who you are.
Right? You're working
who
for like
you work for,
superhuman.
and in spite of who you work for, and technology kind of being a big deal, you had the absolute worst audio. That kills me. That shit is funny. And I couldn't air it. And it sucks because we had a hilarious conversation about, we were talking about Xbox, for example, and how people talk shit on the headsets. So we discussed, you think when they created Morse code, they talk shit about like, yeah, I ran a train on your mom, Morse code. Just use it to talk shit. Like, is it human nature? Did it go that far back that like, this is always a thing? And it just was a funny ass conversation that never saw the light of day.
That sucks.
Right, dude. I hate those conversations. But at the other side of that, I also have these great conversations like most people know. And I learned from one of the best people in the industry. You always gotta, you may have heard this before, but you always gotta cater to those who are new viewers that don't know who you are. You gotta introduce yourself all over again. One of the coolest conversations I ever had on the old show was with Jon Birch from People Under the Stairs, the Wes Craven flick. And he said before Wes passed, Wes called him up and said, I want to do a Netflix series based on People Under the Stairs. Would you come back and do that?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. He said to this day on IMDb, it is still there as under development because Wes passed. That was the last conversation they had. And so he said we kept it up on IMDb just in his honor. Never forget that. But on the show, on air, he said to me, dude, Wes would have loved you and would have loved to work with you. And I was like, well, that is the most bittersweet thing anyone could ever say to me because I am such a Nightmare on Elm Street fan. I'm such a Wes Craven fan. And to work with him would have been the hugest honor. And the fact that he passed, he passed literally just months before I broke into the industry. So, it's bitter because it'll never happen, but it's the sweetest thing that someone that knew him so personally could say, on Wes's behalf, I could tell you that's how he would feel about you. That's the coolest thing. You know what I'm saying? And to know so many guys that have worked with him on Nightmare on Elm Street and shit, they're mentors to me and big brothers to me and family to me. Like Nick Strawn, for example, and shit that calls me on Christmas. Sometimes just calls me to mock me for being Canadian and ask me if my igloo melted yet and I'm homeless. All those great things. Fucking Americans. I love Nick. I'm so grateful for those things, so that makes that shit the coolest thing ever. And like everything I do now, like I said, is just gravy. It's icing on the fucking cake to kind of show my kids anything's possible. I got a daughter coming fucking through a week.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
And I would just want her to have to look back on and be like, you know what? In spite of the horrible life Dad had based on documentaries made about his life and shit, he did some shit. I have no excuse. I have fucking very loving, supportive parents. So if he could do what he did, I can do it. And I think that's fucking bad. So
saying that you're a Nightmare on Elm Street fan, are you a fan of the OGs and the remake, or just OGs only?
Oh, I'm gonna lose on that remake. I'm gonna lose some friends over this. I like both.
Do you really? You like the remake?
I went to the theater to see it.
Yeah.
but I went to it telling myself this is its own thing. Don't compare it to the original. Appreciate it or criticize it for what it is.
Yeah.
And I respected it for what it was. It's its own thing. I'm not comparing it to Robert Englund. I'm not comparing it to Wes
And I think that's where a
Craven.
lot of people messed up.
Right.
But like me, I don't really care for it, but I don't care for it just because I don't know. I just didn't like really care for it. It didn't click with me. I don't mind it, but it's not like in my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movies. You know,
No,
I
certainly
think a lot of people put it so high up on that pedestal, it could never hit that mark, and that's why they feel the way they do.
I will offer some insider insight, and it's only my opinion on where I think they kind of lost people beyond the easy criticism of, well, it's not Robert, whatever. I feel I understand where they're coming from, and I respect the approach of make it fast from the start. But what they failed at is making you care about the characters before killing them off. So
I'd agree with that.
You didn't get to know the characters to give a shit if they live or die. It was just kill right from the get-go. And I think they rested on, well, they probably figure these characters are from the original, so you kind of know the characters. Well, no, they look different. We need to understand the characters, and some of them were the same themes from the original. Others were like, who the fuck is this guy? Who's this guy? Like, who's that supposed to be? So you just start killing them off without actually introducing them and making people care about them. I feel like that's where they went sideways and dropped the ball a little bit. So then it was just kind of like, because again, it's like you're not treating it like it's its own entity. You're picking and choosing where it's its own entity, and then where it's, well, you know, by the time Nightmare on Elm Street's original incarnation left off, you were rooting for Freddy. So they don't care who these characters. No, we still care. Every single one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I named a couple of the characters the same as the original. These are new faces, but nobody cares about them anyway. You're already rooting for Freddy. Well, no. Start fresh, bro. Make people care about these characters and make them care if they live or die. And they traded that for the fast pace, like, let's just get to the killing.
Yeah, well, that's it. I agree with you. I think it was very fast paced, just with the storyline in general too. You know, there was really not a huge build up to it and stuff like that. And I could see it. I could see also that's why people, like I said, why they're putting it up on this pedestal, because they're trying to, I don't know, get some sort of nostalgia, I guess, out of it that's not there. You know, and then the parts that are kind of there are different for some people. So the diehard fans are like, because it's not where they want it to be, you know. So like I said, it's not my favorite, but I don't bash it either, right? I can watch it. It's just definitely not on my list of I have to watch this.
No, and I feel like Rob Zombie did a better remake of Halloween than that was.
Yes.
I feel like
Rob Zombie's like, well, I don't mind them. I definitely like the first one better than the second one. But I to me, great movies. I actually think this past Halloween series, the ones that they just finished, I think they ended it. It was a joke. I think it definitely could have ended way better than it did. I'm so disappointed in how they ended it. It was almost like they ran out of money and they're like, what should we do? You know? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you know, again, going back to the Nightmare on Elm Street thing, I just feel, to cap that off, I feel like, when you already have that criticism against you that, well, it's not Robert Englund, so it's never going to be don't give an excuse for people to shit on it further. And I felt like they probably felt if we go aggressive, it'll catch people off guard, and then they'll be like, "Oh, this is cool." Not the move, but I understand where they're coming from. Not to be overly critical. Aaron's asking, I haven't seen it. Give an opinion.
Free from Hell. What? It's
I can't give an opinion because I haven't seen it.
It's weird. I honestly feel like the vision that they had was way better, and Sig passed away, and I think that they were wrenching everything, but they still had the deal. They had to make a movie. They couldn't back out, so I think a lot of stuff was scrapped. It's a good movie.
See, now his comment might be to your point, because if you can't find where the budget went, it's probably a lot of scrap stuff.
Well, see, that's just it. Like, I think they had a way bigger vision. I think it was going to be a really good movie until Sig died, and then when he passed away, I think that took away a good chunk of the movie. But they already had the deal; they couldn't back out of it. It's probably going to cost them a shit ton of money to say, "Hey, we can't make the movie. Let's scrap it." Maybe Zombie was just like, "No, I'm not scrapping it. We're going to move forward," and we'll just scrap all the scenes he was in, and we'll rewrite this and that. And it sucked. I think the vision that he had was way more and way better than what we got. Still an all right movie, not bad, but I think it was planned out to be better. And unfortunately, certain people passed away that actually needed to be there. So sucks, but still a good movie. I'd watch it again.
I just, I don't know why, but I guess because I'm in the industry, I always feel the need to clarify some things, because you get on social media and you see people talking so much shit.
Oh, I know.
Especially where Rob Zombie is concerned.
Yep.
Because Rob always spoke his mind about reboots of horror movies and sequels and shit. So people are like, he didn't like reboots of horror movies, then he went and did Halloween. Then he said, I don't like sequels, and then went and did one.
Yeah.
So they jump on him. And what I have to remind people is, like, from an insider perspective, I happen to know the reason why he did Halloween was when he wanted to do his own original horror movies. This is how the business works. The industry studios that he pitched to said, okay, when someone finally bit on his original idea, they said, okay, here's the deal. We will fund your original idea when you prove to us you know how to make a fucking horror movie that will be successful. We'll pitch you a soft lob. Pick a fucking successful horror movie and reboot it. If you can make it draw money, we will offer you a 2-movie deal. Mm-hmm. So make it make money the first time, then pull it off a second time. Then we'll talk about funding your original idea. So he chose Halloween because he's a fan, and it just sells itself. And then, because Halloween was originally a low-budget fucking movie,
very low budget.
Honestly, if they honestly knew it was going to be as big as it was, they probably would have negotiated more money, given it way more backstory, and written a better concept than like it was. And to their point, to their credit, honestly, that lack of backstory actually made it creepier, which is probably what actually made it as successful as it was.
Yeah, no, I would have to agree. I think a lot of horror movies when they first came out, back then, the 78, 80, around that area, especially the low budget ones.
Yes,
were pretty damn cool, and they actually set a trend. And I don't know, there's something about they're low budget, but you can't tell they're low budget, and
Right.
it's almost like you can feel the heart and the soul that they pumped into the movie. You know, like it ain't just a movie. You can tell people really, really put everything they had into it. Because I mean,
Yeah.
it was all they had, really. You know. So yeah, I like lower budget, earlier horror. I mean, I'm a horror movie fan, but I prefer the older ones compared to the newer ones. There's something about the shock and the suspense and the way that they were killed, they ain't like over gory of the older ones.
Thank you.
Compared to the new ones where it's 90% gore. Really, yeah, okay, we're gonna shock you, but we're gonna shock you in the way that we kill this person. You know, it ain't so much like the suspense of the build up of what's gonna happen, right? I mean,
Yeah,
look,
I'm
I think it was what movie was that? I can't remember what horror movie it was, but never saw it. Not a drop of blood. He killed like a zillion people, not a drop of blood. Because it was about the suspense, it was about the thrill of it. It wasn't about let's see how gory we can make it. So yeah, I like the older ones way better than the new ones for that exact reason.
Absolutely. That's me. I don't like the excessive guts and bullshit. It makes me want to vomit. I'm very picky about my horror movies, and it's coming from a guy that does horror and other shit, but I mean, it's just I don't dig the whole blood and guts over story thing. Halloween was dope. And so Rob, you know, he did Halloween because he thought I could add to this. I could give it a story, a backstory. And then they were like, well, you got to do 2 movies. It just made sense for him to continue his vision and do a fucking sequel. In spite of what he said about hating sequels, he is contractually obligated. It's easier to do a sequel than it is to now let's reboot another fucking horror movie and risk upsetting hardcore fans and whatever.
That's it. And I don't think people realize that. Like, just like you said, there's a contract to all this. There's him sitting in a room with a bunch of, you know, very, very important rich people, and they're telling him, hey, listen, you want to make a movie here? That's fine. We'll fund you the movie, but it's going to be a 3-movie deal or a 2-movie deal, you know, whatever it may be, you know what I mean? And they put it right there on the table, gets paid, gets everything, and in order to back out, I mean, we're looking at a lot of legal, and you can't just be like, no, I decided that's it, one's enough, you know? But that's
it was a
2-year
2-movie deal, right at the gate. If you want to do your original movie with our funding, prove to us you can draw money with a horror movie. We will give you an easy opportunity. Do a reboot of successfully proven successful movies, and you got 2 movies you got to do before we will say, okay, now you want to do Devil's Rejects? Cool, we'll fund it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and to Aaron's point here, it worked. I saw the trailer for it. I saw the trailer for that movie for the first Halloween reboot, and I'm a major Halloween fan. I saw the trailer when I went to see 1408, and I was like, fuck this movie, I want to see that one now. I was stoked, but at the same time, I never saw any of Rob's prior movies. I love Rob as a human, good dude. Shout out to Rob, what's up, brother? But I never seen his prior movies because I'm not a blood and guts guy. So I really wanted to see that reboot, but at the same time, I also fucking said, if he butchers Halloween, I will fucking go to his house and kick him square in the end bag.
I'll fucking punch him in his mouth.
You know, I was so mad already, but I was like, I'm gonna go see it because I need to know. And full circle moment, I wasn't in the industry yet, and I went to see that movie, and Greg Ferris was so damn good as a little psychopath Myers, and I was like, this kid is amazing. Fast forward a bunch of years later, I'm in the industry. He comes on my show. We've been friends ever since. I had his mom on my show too, which she was in. She's his agent, but she was also in her prime. She was in burlesque and shit. She had her own career.
Oh,
He's got dual citizenship, so he's like Canadian American.
Yeah, bouncing around.
And from Netherlands, I believe he's Swedish or some such shit.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. So Rob always called him the little Canadian kid. He's like, actually, I have dual citizenship, but I live in the U.S. So like, yeah, it's one of those things. Rob sacrificed to stand by his vision. And if you look back, John Carpenter didn't want to do horror. He wanted to do a Western. And the guy providing the money said, I'll give you the money, but you got to do horror. So,
okay. Yeah, that's just it.
business.
You know? Yeah. You know what blows my mind the most when I think about it? It's know that Rob Zombie started on like the Pee Wee Herman show. You know what I mean? Like he started on set of Pee Wee Herman show. Like
as an intern.
Everyone's watching right now. Just go watch an episode. Not only that, go watch an episode of Pee Wee Herman and know that Rob Zombie probably was playing around with the set, and like it's Rob Zombie, and he was playing around with the set. What do you want?
And one other person's career started there. Lawrence Fishburne.
Yes, that's right.
Cowboy Curtis.
That's right. God damn,
grew
I
up a
totally
big fan.
forgot about that.
Pee Wee's Playhouse was always something my older cousin Amy and I grew up with. She is 3 years older than me, but our birthday is the same day, same month, 3 years apart.
That's crazy.
And we grew up as like siblings. And my grandmother and grandfather raised us both for the first few years of our lives. So we grew up watching that together. And yeah, Lawrence Fishburne, Cowboy Curtis.
I've also heard a rumor that I think Cyndi Lauper sang the theme song.
I wouldn't doubt that.
I could swear I heard a rumor. Like I almost want to go back and listen to it now just to see if I can pick her voice.
I need to know.
I do. I really need to know. I heard that rumor. I think it could be true. I don't know.
Man, I appreciate the hell out of you. I've taken up so much of your time.
Anytime, dude. I'm always around. I'm always down.
We've gone over our limit now, but it's TV, and I don't give a fuck. So I'm getting canceled right out the gate.
Getting canceled after this. Look, it's been known to happen. It's been known to happen.
If anyone knew how I butt heads with that exact same shit in every industry I've ever succeeded in, people would question more than I do. How the fuck did you get here? I go against the grain with everything, and yet here we are.
I can't even tell you how many channels we've had banned, blocked, taken down, shows not shown. Like, dude, every day, man, like we're going through like this claim, that claim, going through it. I got paperwork in front of me for days. I'm emailing to these people, dude. You know, finally just gets down to the point where we're just like, oh, we'll just start a new channel. Who hasn't started a channel yet? What email address do we want to use today? It gets bad after a while. People don't like it when you speak your mind.
Yeah. It was funny too, like once like Google started to pay attention to what I'm doing and my net worth showed up first couple of years of MMA plus other shit. It's like between 2 and 5 mil, whatever. And I was like, how the fuck do they know this shit? But more importantly,
how do you know?
How did I get there? Because everyone's always mad at me. How do I get away with this shit?
The world may never know. It's like a Tootsie Pop.
That I hope that's the case. That means I'll still keep getting away with shit.
Right? Forever.
But at this point, like I said, it's just icing on the motherfucking cake. It's all for my daughter at this point, and my kids that are older. They don't give a fuck, but whatever. If they ever choose to, they got their own path. That's the important thing. They are their own individuals, and that's what matters. They have their own identity.
All you gotta do is support them along the way, man. You gotta let them make their own decisions. You gotta let them be who they are. You
Absolutely.
can't change that for them.
I've got one teen boy that wants to do what I do, and I'm like, please don't. Stay away. The others, my oldest is going to be 23 in January, the day before I turn 42. Oh, he wants nothing to do with my industry, and I love that. I'm like, perfect, huh? He just wants to work with animals and shit. And I'm like, thank you. Do that.
Do that, yes, please.
And of course, my 15-year-old wants to do this shit. I'm like, fuck, of course he do. My 18-year-old daughter, I don't think wants anything to do with it either, which is great. But this young one, you know, Madden's passed, so he wants nothing to do with this shit. He's in a better place. This daughter, though, if she wants anything to do with this kind of fucking industry, at least from the ground up, I could teach her what to avoid, how to go about it. Make yourself,
how to protect yourself, how to,
yeah.
You don't want to talk and protect yourself in the ring. I mean, obviously you can teach them that, but in business as well, right? Because you don't want them to go in there and fight for nothing.
No, the entertainment industry.
Let's be real. You know what I mean? Anyone who's out there who's doing it, please don't go in there and get your head beat around for nothing, right? Like,
no, I mean more the entertainment industry of like, it's shady sometimes. But
anytime there's money involved, there's some shade involved. That's how that works.
But on the other side of the coin, there's so much good involved as well. Just know what to associate with.
Know your worth.
Away from it. So, and by the time she's at that age, I'm going to be on my way out, you know, in life, not just industry.
Yeah.
So I gotta kind of instill that while I can, kind of deal. So, you know, I gotta hope she wants something better than fucking. Entertaining people is so rad. Like, the fans are the best part of the whole fucking thing. It's the industry insiders, shady bastards that fuck it up for everybody. You know, fans are way more respectful, I think, than they're given credit for. And that's the saddest part, is they get made out to look like the bad guys. But 9 times out of 10, when I'm out, people will nod at me. They'll recognize me. They might stare a little bit. They might nod, say hi.
Yeah.
If I'm in the gym, people that have come up to me, wait until my set is done, and then they come up to me like, hey man, do you mind getting this picture or signing this or whatever. I had a girl ask me, like, can you sign my protein shaker? I'm like, that's a new one. And then even before a picture, she was like, is it okay if I touch you? I'm like, that's cool. And she put her arm around or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, they're so respectful that, like I said, more often than not, they'll see you in public. They might stare a little bit. They might give a little nod because they know who you are, but they don't come up to you and be all up in your fucking. They see you're with family. They don't want to interfere with all that. They're very cool. So for people to get made out to look like they're disrespectful and that's the downside of fame or whatever, is not 100% true. It's, you know, usually the insiders trying to take the focus off of their shady behavior. Or maybe I'm just really scary to people, and I don't know. But I like to think
either way, it works out for you.
Right? I like to think I'm pretty fucking approachable, man. And I'm nice to everybody, so. But, fuck, man. I appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Oh, dude, I appreciate you asking me to be here. Like, it's an honor for me to be here. I was stoked. I was stoked. The second you made the offer, I told the guys, I was like, this is where I'm going to be. See ya.
They're probably big mad about it, too.
Nah, man, they're chill, dude. They don't care, dude. They're chill. And then, like, all day today, I'm sitting there, I'm like, hope you don't forget. Hope everything goes through.
I would never. No, technical difficulties happen. But I would never just forget about somebody. Man, it's always a blast. It will not be the last time you're asked.
I hope not.
Be giving a fucking many times.
That's what's
we
up.
might just slip you in as like a new co-host that just gradually. We don't want to startle Tom. He's got trauma from getting beaten on a daily. I mean, you know,
Poor guy.
even when the guy beats off, it's not fucking consensual. So I mean, he's got PTSD from all sorts of sources, and that might have got us canceled. That's fine. Yeah, but if so, it was worth it.
Oh shit.
I appreciate you. I thank you. We've gone over time, but whatever. At the end of the day, the live shit's for the fans. The post, editing, and all that crap is for TV. So it is what it is. Whatever
They'll
they don't,
figure it out. They'll
whatever they don't want, they'll cut it. Which would be like
whatever.
99% of the show, and the diabetes cat will get all the airplay and all the
Probably, I think
monetization.
so. They're just gonna keep playing the cat over on repeat. They're gonna be like, this is the only part of the show we can actually produce here. Let's just
Right.
here.
And then all the proceeds will go straight to Wilford Brimley's fucking estate.
Yeah.
And win's the win. I'm still helping you. Fuck y'all. I appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate being here, man. It's been a blast. It's dope, dude.
Well, with that being said, let's roll the goddamn credits and get out of here before I get canceled. Appreciate you. I don't know how people still watch this shit. I don't know how they started. But
Dude, it blows my mind too. No, I don't get it either, but they do. Thank you all. Yeah, indeed.